Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Once again, appreciate your patience in moving this to Wednesday in your calendar. We did have to, as I said a minute ago, we did have to change it due to the Chamber of Commerce golf outing yesterday. We will be back on our normal schedule next Tuesday. I'm actually very excited. Our next speaker, we don't have a speaker today, but our next speaker will be our state senator, Tom Barrett. As you know, if you were on the call last time, or maybe it was the time before now, we had our state representative, Ben Frederick, and he gave a great report on what he's working on in Lansing. So we want to try to bring our elected officials back on. So State Senator Tom Barrett will be joining us next week. I'm also working on getting some federal updates as well. Congressman Molinar, and hopefully our senators too. So we have calls, emails into their schedulers, but keep an eye out for that for coming weeks. But next week, you're going to want to make sure to mark it down because we will have Tom Barrett on, and that will be that'll be next Tuesday, the 22nd. So a few things to update you on today. A lot going on here. We do have a speaker because he did email me. He would be on the call and would say some things. Talent continues to be the number one issue. We've been talking to a number of you about your talent needs. We have been making some introductions to a gentleman that is being funded through the Small Business Development Center. They got some federal stimulus money. Who is available to provide some free strategic HR consulting work on how to best position your company to attract and retain talent. Mark Rideout, you've heard me mention his name. He was on a call a few weeks ago. If you're interested in that, please let us know. Another thing we're looking at possibly doing is some type of a webinar or meeting to let you know about different media opportunities available to promote your business. So we have some relationships, the SEDP does, with different television stations, billboards, radio, digital media, social media, things like that. So we're talking about trying to do something that would help engage you with those opportunities and learn more about it. But what I wanted to also mention here, and he is on the call, Chris Schuler, our good friend from GST Michigan Works, they're a great workforce partner of ours, and they're actually working on a virtual hiring event, which I'm excited to learn more about. So I'm actually going to ask Chris if you want to jump on right now and give us a quick highlight on what this event is about, the details, and how employers can participate.
Thank you.
Yep, you're good.
It's good to get back into the swing of things here. I know our offices are still pretty much closed, but we are working with clients and job seekers, and I am back out working with businesses as far as that goes. So one of the things that we're doing is we're doing a virtual job fair through the state of Michigan using the Brazen format, and we're looking to have between 25 and 30 employers on. Currently, I have locally here in Shiawassee County, I have 7 committed employers. We're certainly looking for more. Basically, what it would be is it would be chat rooms. You log in. You have to be set up previous, but you're logged in, and then you have people who will forward prior to the event resumes and things like that to you, so that you as an employer can pretty much see who you're speaking with and have various chats. You can have more than one person doing the interviewing. This event will run on this event will be on October 15th and run from 9 a.m. until noon. And then it's more of a get to greet or get to meet someone, and from there on, then you can go ahead and take it to a more personal level. Bring people in for an interview and that kind of a thing. The face-to-face job fairs that we've been having over at the service center, those are going to be off for quite a while until the governor releases some restrictions here, and we're able to be in a more safer environment. But this looks to be very, very promising. I've had opportunities, to watch some of the other ones that have been done. And so it's an exciting thing. This will be throughout the entire GST network. So that's going to include multiple counties. As I said, we're looking to have 25 to 30 people. It is a first come, first serve. Like I said, I've got 7 employers committed here already. If someone is interested in participating, please contact me. I'm going to give you an email address, and that's C. Schuler, SCHUELER, at GSTMIworks.org. And you're able to contact me there, and I can get you some more information. Again, sign up now. Spots are filling up fast. This is looking to be a big thing, and we're very excited to do it. Also, if you have any hiring needs, you can contact me through that same email address. We'd be more than happy to post jobs for you. Justin had mentioned, media outlets and things like that. We do post jobs on our GST site, which would be for Shiawassee, for the general site, all of that, plus the Pre-Michigan Talent Connect, so we can assist with those kind of things as well. And the other thing that we're going to be doing prior to this job fair, for those employers that are participating, and employers just in general that are interested in pursuing this, we're now doing video podcasts. So you're able to promote your company, you're able to promote, who you are, what your culture is, and quite frankly, what it is that you're looking for as far as talent acquisition. These take about 10 minutes, very easily done, no cost. They run live, there's live streaming on Facebook, and then you're able to, save that link and use it for your own purposes. And they also stay on the GST site. We've done a number of these now here for Shiawassee County, and we've had views quickly anywhere, from 250 to over 2,000. So again, it gives you the opportunity to promote your company and get out there and pretty much have a free commercial. So again, that the email address is C. Schuler, SCHUELER, at GSTMIworks.org. And that's pretty much all I have. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you, Chris. And Chris, if you have anything you want me to email to the broader group, let me know as well on that. So always appreciate our partnership with our friends at GST Michigan Works. A couple of other talent items, though, I just want to touch on. And once again, I've mentioned these before. We did have, and Chris, you may actually be able to comment on this too. We did have a representative from the Disability Network that was on our call a few weeks ago. I actually talked to them again last week. They're very interested in engaging with employers in the area in terms of helping people that have some form of disability get back into the workforce. So that's another possibility. I think we know with the very, very tight labor pool that we have out there right now, the need to be creative, the need to explore other options, worker bases that may not be normally thought of. There's some good options out there, and possibly folks with disabilities, depending on what the disabilities are, could be an option. Chris, do you do much work with the Disability Network?
We do, and quite frankly, they're partially housed in our facility over there, so we do have direct access to them. And also keep in mind that people with disabilities generally qualify for the OJT funding that's available for the on-the-job training. So there could be some other funding available for employers to bring people on. Again, contact us. We're able to work with those individuals. We're able to work with them through our career services. And yeah, I mean, all these agencies, all these different groups, we all work together. So one contacts the other. So don't hesitate. I mean, I had occasion to work with them during the shutdown, and it's a very quick process. It's very, very easily handled, and they're a great organization to work with.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, great partnership, and feel free to contact Chris for anything you need. Okay, a couple other things I wanted to mention. We just rolled this out. This is kind of an exciting venture. We're partnering with the Shiawassee Regional Chamber, our Small Business Development Center, Owasso Main Street, and our friends at Michigan Economic Development Corporation. It's a Shark Tank competition, essentially, for food businesses. So I don't know if we have any food businesses on the call today, but we're seeing a lot more opportunity from those folks right now. And I say that not just for entrepreneurs operating here in Shiawassee County, but we're actually getting more leads, more attraction opportunities in the food industry. And I'm not terribly surprised, in part because with COVID, we've seen the importance of having a stronger food supply chain. I mean, I think a lot of us saw it when we went to the grocery store and shelves were empty. We need more food production, food distribution, things of that nature. Here in our region, here in Michigan, and Shiawassee County is a great fit for that. Well, MEDC is stepping forward with resources in partnership with all the partners I mentioned to try to get more support into the hands of smaller food businesses. So we're talking businesses that are under 10 employees. I think a farmer's market type business would be a good example. That maybe, you're at the market, but would you like to start selling in grocery stores? Would you like to start selling in restaurants? Things of that nature. They are bringing a lot of those opportunities to bear through this Shark Tank type program. I think the official title is Small Batch Competition. If you've seen the flyer, I sent out an email on it. So if you know of anybody that's in the food business, I know Colleen from Colleen's Greens is on the call quite a bit, but if you know of anybody that's operating in the food world, this would definitely be something to take a look at. So definitely wanted to mention that. A couple of other items. We are rolling out the small business grants right now. I did mention last time the winners are being notified. That paperwork is in process. Those folks should be getting the money very shortly. I know some people on this call are receiving funding. When all the paperwork is done, we will be announcing those grants. I believe we have 63 or 64 for Shiawassee County, approximately $840,000 that are going to be going into local businesses throughout the county. I personally am very proud of the fact that the money is being spread around. I think we have dollars going to almost every zip code in the county, and really getting dollars outside of the mid-county too, which is obviously the largest population center. But getting money into, Byron and Bancroft and New Lothrop and Morris and places like that. So more to come on that. If you have any questions about it, I know some of you have been in touch with me about paperwork. Filling it out. We don't know a lot, but we know the people who do on technical questions related to that. So please let us know. A couple of other items I wanted to touch on. I did send out emails on all these, so you probably saw something on it. Once again, maybe a little bit more of a niche type opportunity, but any manufacturing folks on the call, there is an event, a webinar being held by our friends at the Federal Department of Commerce regarding international sales opportunities. So we've had our friends from MEDC on the call in the past about state level export assistance, but this is a federal program through the U.S. Department of Commerce, their commercial service program. So they've got something coming up in October. As this crisis has gone on, more and more companies are looking for new ways to generate new revenue. And for some, the opportunity to get into international markets or expand international markets is a very beneficial thing. So that's something you might want to take a look at if you haven't already. As I said, I sent that email out here probably about a week ago. Well, it was in the last week. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to try to maybe get a speaker on from the Department of Commerce as well. To give you all an update. Let's see what else I got here. Also, I did send out an email. It looked kind of interesting. Our friends at Warner Norcross and Judd, they are actually having an HR panel coming up in early October. It's a virtual event. It's called the HR Executive Panel, talking about legal issues related to COVID-19 and reopening and MIOSHA and all that stuff. So that might be something for those of you who are looking at HR issues and everything related to COVID, you might want to take a look at that. Let's see, just a couple of more items. By the way, and I don't know if Emily from the United Way is on here, but we graciously received a very large donation from United Way of face shields. So those of you who follow me on social media, I had it on a week or so ago when they delivered them. It's a shield that actually attaches like to a ball cap. It actually works pretty good. We have a whole bunch of them here in our office here at the Armory. So if your organization needs some shields, these are free, by the way, so there's no charge, thanks to our friends at the United Way. We would be happy to work with you to get access to some of those shields for yourself, your employees, your customers, things of that nature. So please let us know if you have any needs in that regard. Couple of other things. I'm winding down on my list here. Actually, a couple of refresher items, and this is actually going to go back. One's going to go back to talent. We did have a call with folks from Auticon. This is not a local business. It's actually a business that we're trying to recruit to come to the region. They are focused on providing employment opportunities and coaching for people on the autism spectrum. And so we had a few businesses participate on a call with them, but they're particularly interested in technology job opportunities here in the area. So without going into all the details, they have some abilities, some coordination, some connections to be able to work with people somewhere on the spectrum and try to get them placed and coached into more technology-related jobs. So things like cybersecurity, data analytics, software development, coding, all that kind of stuff. So really interesting. I learned that less than 10% of the people in our region who are on the autism spectrum have full-time employment. So I think there's a lot of opportunity out there to help people in need. So if you have any tech jobs, please let me know. I'd be happy to connect you with that group. And then the last thing I do want to mention, and we've talked about this before, we are continuing to try to address the child care issue. It remains very, very significant in our community. We do have some good news. We did provide an update at our member coffee last week, and I'll let you all know we do have a local provider that is looking at a new facility in Corunna. You might have read about it as well in some of the local media. Elite Early Learning Center is working to redevelop the former county offices were in there. MSU Extension was in there. It's the building adjacent to Pleasant View in Corunna. They want to convert that, though, into a larger child care facility. So that will be a great thing for us to be able to offer more through that facility. But we continue to try to get more interest in expanding child care offerings, and we really want to have the engagement of the business community with that. We have one actually a out-of-town developer that is interested in possibly locating a new facility here. They're trying to establish business relationships to move that ahead. So if childcare is an issue for you, if it's an issue for your workers, please be in touch with us. We'd love to work with you on trying to move that ahead. We're actually trying to do a feasibility study right now for that, trying to get that going as well to understand what the numbers look like and what the demand is. So we need business engagement there too. So anyway, just continues to be a big issue. But once again, everybody, it's talent is the top priority for many of our companies. So whatever we can do to address that need, we're trying to tackle that right now. So a lot of me talking. I apologize. A lot of different programs out there as usual. Please let me know if you have any questions apart from those items, or if you need anything else. We're obviously always here to help. So Does anybody have any comments or questions while we're on the call? If you do, hit *6, please. Anybody have anything? Okay, well, I think that covers everything. Once again, that was a lot of stuff, a lot of me talking. We will have Tom Barrett on next week, though. I think he's going to be a great guest. Get an update from him on what's happening in Lansing. So hopefully you can make that call. It will be Tuesday of next week. But as always, we're here to help. If you need anything at all, feel free to get a hold of us, give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'll be happy to help however we can. With that, I'll let you all go, and we will talk to you next week. Thanks.